Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Martin Stenfeldt, and I'm the CEO of Unique Medical. I'm excited to be here today to share how we are optimizing care for millions of epilepsy patients with an innovative data capture through an implant. So, epilepsy affects around 1% of the world's population, which is approximately 65 million people around the world, and remarkably, around 30% of those experience futile treatment due to shortcomings of technology. That's more than 20 million people. In the US, it's more than 1 million people that do not get the right diagnosis or the right treatment. The reason for that is, as I said, the lack of current technologies, opportunities in capture data, and that has been so for the last 20 years. We are recording data from an artificial environment. Clinicians still rely on only a few days of data in an EMU, and therefore they never get the long-term data capture so that they have continuous data and long-term that they can base their treatment decisions on. Patients, they are also left to record and characterize their own seizures in an old-fashioned diary, which comes sometimes with flaws because they forget to characterize the seizures the same way, all the day, and sometimes they don't remark that they have a small seizure, or when they sleep they have seizures. And with that missing data, doctors, they really struggle giving the right diagnosis to patients. So they rely on a trial and error method to optimize treatments. And still 30% of patients receive ineffective treatment. So you may ask yourself, how bad can that be? And well, for one, seizures, they cause brain damage. We also know that untreated epileptic patients, that they are 5 times more prone to unemployment. They're also 5 times more exposed to suicide. And in addition, the untreated epilepsy patients face a 13-time higher risk of sudden and unexpected death in epilepsy. So clearly, futile treatment in epilepsy is a significant unmet clinical need. So to have a look at how it works out today, patients are admitted to an EMU. They get this cap on with dozens of electrodes and cables, and then they are asked to act normally for the next 3 or 5 days. Each day costs $10,000, and they are sent home afterwards with a diary so that they can make their own notes about their seizures and so on. So when they come home or when they return, they will deliver this diary to the doctor, who will then try to make these notes and compare them to the data from the EMU, and that's where we see all this futile treatment coming up for 1/3 of these patients. Our solution, which is approved regulatorily in EU, in Europe, is a minimal invasive implant that is inserted here just subcutaneously, and it allows patients to live a normal life while their seizures, sleep patterns, and other brain activities are recorded and monitored 24/7. The implant can stay in there for 3 years if they want, and with this data, clinicians can better confirm or reject diagnosis. They can easily see how changes in the medication affect the patient's outcome or the patient outcome. And that is how we can work with the refractory patients with continuous monitoring. So the implant is very small, very easy to work with. It's not larger than this, and it takes less than 20 minutes to insert, and patients can leave the clinic after just 1 hour. Once inserted, we will put a recorder, what you see here, on top of it, and it's glued to the skin, and it will send information via the smartphone to the clinician in a safe way, of course. And then we have AI algorithms to help doctors see patterns and remove any noise from the recordings. We've also prepared several template reports that enable the doctors quickly to overview several weeks or even several months of data and convey those findings to patients in a very intuitive manner. And contrary to the presenter before, this is a real patient and a real device. So let me introduce you to Benjamin. He was diagnosed with epilepsy at 26, and he struggled with ineffective drug treatments for several years. And he was so heavily medicated that he could not, he lost his job he lost his social life, and he even stopped exercising. Then he received one of these implants, and doctors were for the first time able to reject the diagnosis or the suspicion about tonic-clonic seizures, and therefore they reduced his medication from 4 to 2 drugs, and even one of the drugs were halved. And in a matter of few days, he regained his quality of life. He's now employed again, he's social active, and he exercises daily. Looking at the market opportunity, obviously we're focusing on those patients with inconclusive EMU stays, those that have not received the right treatment, the futile exposed patients. That is, as I said, approximately 20 million people globally. And depending on healthcare systems, at least around 30% of these patients are covered by insurance, and that forms our serviceable addressable market. And from our studies and our early commercialization in Europe, we know that approximately 2/3 of those patients are motivated to have an implant. And that makes up our serviceable obtainable market. Comparing to the US, this corresponds to a serviceable obtainable market of approximately 200,000 patients, which is valued at up around $5 billion, according to some external reimbursement analysis we have had. We are going to partner up with level 4 epilepsy centers to sell our solution. This corresponds to approximately 230 sites in the US and is quite manageable. Our hardware is sold as a one-off solution, CAPEX, and the software analysis is going to generate some recurring revenue. In the future, we also plan to offer additional patient benefits based on AI, such as seizure prediction and real-time alerts. I mentioned we had MDR approval, and based on that, we have started early commercialization last year in Europe. And while we're still working with payers on a reimbursement locally, we achieved approximately $1 million in sales revenue last year from 10 different countries. In the US, we received FDA breakthrough designation last year in November, and we are approximately halfway through our FDA clinical study, and we expect to finalize that during next year. Many of these clinical trial sites, we have 13 of them here activated. They have actually begun their own investigator-sponsored trials using our device for sleep studies and other things, but we are obviously mainly focused on epilepsy. I am here to raise $25 million in a Series A funding to further develop our AI pipeline and prepare our US pathway. We're looking for investors with expertise in US commercialization of a de novo device who wish to join our case and our current owners. And with that, I want to thank you for listening. I'm personally very excited about the future of epilepsy treatment and the impact that Unique Medical can have on millions of patients. Thank you.